y'all doing? Look, get off the bag. Off the bag. And sit. 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 Sit down. Sit. 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 I said sit. You can just keep walking around, aren't you? Sit down. Sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. I said sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit. Sit. So in this episode of American Mountain Mastiffs, I got the 5-month-old puppies out here eating with Fiona and Gamora. Copper, Simmer, and Thanos in the house. They don't know how to listen, so they're in the house. They're not going to eat. As I was explaining before, your dog only supposed to eat. Now let me clarify this. I said that your dog only supposed to eat 4 to 5 times in a month. Not a week, in a month. 1 month. Your dog should eat 4 to 5 times. For those ones out there that need me to explain this to you, here we go. Once these dogs sit here and consume this food right here, it's gonna take a couple of days to digest in their system. Once it digests in their system, then they're gonna poop it out. Once they start pooping, then I start feeding them again. That's how the cycle works. That's how it keeps their body clean. That's how they keep their body healthy. They get between 10, sometimes 10 if it's raining, to 15 to sometimes even 20 hours because it don't get dark here. It's about like 9:30, 9:45 at night. And they stay outside running around. If your dog is getting less exercise than that, probably got issues. It's not burning off the energy. It's frustrated. It's chewing stuff. It's not listening. In the house, Copper. And with the dogs that I have out here, Fiona's 10 years old, going on 11. I've shown you her teeth. On this video right here, I'm gonna show you what dogs' teeth look like at 3 years old. They eat kibble or commercial dog food or any of it. Because it rots their teeth, then they go to the dentist. Then the dentist has to pull their teeth. Do you see how all this stuff works together? You go to the pound, You go to the vet, you go get your dog. Your dog is already sick from the chemicals that it's already eating. They're going to play on your emotions. You're going to sit there and pay $50 or whatever you did for that dog. Now it's going to cost you thousands of dollars at the end when you could have just did the right thing in the beginning, which is got to help the dog. Everything cheap ain't good. And you're finding it out. I've been doing it for the last 10 years. I have a passion, I have a hobby for this. When I sit there and I look at my dogs out here, you don't hear no barking, you don't hear no fussing, you don't hear no chaos, you don't hear none of that. Because you're not. Because I'm the pack leader. And when I sit there and explain to people, this is what your dog's supposed to eat, I don't care how big your dog is. These puppies right here were once 1 pound, 2 pounds. Now look at the weight, between 70 and 80 pounds. That's what you want as far as a healthy dog. One that you see running around. You see me worried about ticks and fleas? Nope. I spray them off, I keep them clean. You're seeing everything in front of you, and yet you're in still denial. It's not the dog, it's the person. You really do believe your vet, the vet doctors, the dog food companies, and all these people are out to sit there and help you. Well, have you took a look at the back of the ingredients on the shelves? Simba in the house. That's what you need to be looking at. You need to be looking at all the other stuff that you're sitting there putting in your body that's polluting your body and poisoning your body at the end of the day. But as you can see, this is 10 years worth of work. Look at the dogs, they're eating, and this is another episode.